Welcome to the video. My name's Steven. I'm glad you're here. I'm going to be doing something I don't usually do, and that is looking at my old content and reacting to it or giving my thoughts on it now. I made this video. It is called Why You Can't Attract a High Value Woman. And I made this video about a year and a half ago. I just rewatched it and I wanted to give my thoughts on this because not only did I make this mistake and I didn't understand female attraction, but I think a lot of men make this mistake, especially guys that are getting into business and that sort of shit. We make this mistake. I'll play a couple clips right now. If you are not reaching your goals, you will not attract high value women. More importantly, if you are not a man of purpose, your woman will cheat on you and your wife will start to despise you. Let's talk about it. You are not doing the things that you need to do that are required to get a high value woman. You're not a man with purpose. If she's a high value woman, she's going to be attracted to a high value man. So what if the day that you meet her, you guys come across and she sees you and you start chatting with her and you are not a high value man? Guess what's going to happen? She's going to walk away. If you don't see the mistake that I made in this video or the wrong ideology I had in this video, that's okay. It's very normal. And I'm here to help you understand. All right. I, for the longest time, believed that if you were on your purpose, if you went to the gym, if you followed God, if you were making good money, that you would naturally attract women and they would be a part of your life. Now, I believed this for years and I was proven wrong. Okay? And not only was I proven wrong, but I also witnessed a bunch of other men go through this same problem and also be proven wrong. So I have plenty of friends, people that I know, people that I've helped out who are also going through this same issue where they think that, okay, well, you know what? I go to the gym and I'm a good looking guy and I'm working a business and I'm not the 9-to-5 guy and I'm different from everyone else. And so therefore she's going to just magically fall in love. Well, newsflash, that is not how it fucking works. All right. All of those things are proof. They are proof that you are a high value man, but that doesn't actually make you a high value man. At least in a woman's eyes. We are men, we think logical. Okay? We are designed to think if we make money, if she's good looking, if we work together, if we've been seeing each other for a long enough time, then me and her are meant to be. We believe in love as men because we feel like we're supposed to, because God tells us to, because the world tells us about love. This is that time of year. For anyone that's watching this, not right now, it's December. It's that time of year where the world is falling in love. That is not what gains a female's attraction. And until you understand that point, you're going to be heartbroken. You're not going to be doing good in your dating life. And things aren't just going to work out for you. So I'm going to talk about it just a little bit. This is a very interesting topic and something I've been understanding a little bit more. Women are designed to look for their best possible option. When you hear that, our logical brain goes, okay, yeah, make the most money, have the nicest car, have the biggest muscles. That's what we hear. That's not what the best possible option is. The best possible option is someone who makes her feel safe and lets her let her guard down, okay? And be the submissive feminine energy she's supposed to be in the relationship, right? Your supercar is not like on the same domain as her feelings. Does that make sense? Because her feelings, she's emotional, she wants to feel like she has the best possible option. And what that looks like is she is with a man that other men want to be and other women want to be with. She's looking for her best possible option. This is called hypergamy. It's a biological part of a woman's brain. She's hypergamous by nature. She wants a man who's pre-selected. A man, which preselection means, a man who other women want and other men want to be. When you are pre-selected, you are desirable and your SMV or your sexual market value is deemed as higher than hers in her eyes. Does that make sense? SMV, sexual market value. It's like when you look at someone and you're like, oh yeah, he's like a 4 out of 10, or she's a 7 out of 10. It's an arbitrary rating system that we use as men and females, and people use to rate other people. Let me give you a scenario. Say you're sitting at a table and there's 10 people there, 5 guys and 5 girls. You're one of the 10. 4 of the guys there make way more money than you, but you manage to make the table laugh. You make a joke, everyone laughs. The 4 guys are laughing at the joke you made, and the 5 girls are laughing at the joke you made. You have now, in that moment, become the best possible option because you made every single girl feel that way. All the other guys want to be you, at least how it feels, and all the girls want to be with you, is how it feels. They're all attracted to you, to the force, and you made them feel a type of way. The more of those you can align together, the more she says, I want to be a part of that. I want to experience that all the time. And so that's how female attraction is built. And here's the funny part, okay? The more she sees you, the more she gets to know you, the more she realizes that you're a real person and that you like do normal things and you're no longer this like super fun, like, because you're not always that character. You're not always like the funniest guy in the room. You're not always the best looking. You're not always like, things are going to change. Once she starts to see that and that you're not the man that she saw you as before, she loses attraction. This is why women exit relationships so brutally. Because men are logical and we think, okay, well, I got her flowers and I took her on nice dates and I called her, so she'll probably be into me. But that's not how it works. It actually works the opposite way. Because the more you're showing her that you need her, the more she's like, well, he can't be my best option because if he needs me so badly, then I must be of higher value than he is. And like I said, women are hypergamous. They look for their best possible option, so they're just going to go find someone else. So it's funny, actually. It has nothing to do with how fucking good looking you are and the type of car you drive. Those help you get in the door, and they're proof that you make good decisions. She wants to be with a man that makes good decisions. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you are the best possible option in that moment right then and there for her emotions. And the less you become that best possible option, it doesn't matter if you have a nice car. It doesn't matter if you have a good business. She'll still look at you and say, look at him getting in that stupid car again. This is real. You can call me delusional. I understand this concept like probably better than anyone you really know. I really, really understand this concept. It has helped me in my own dating life. And I have not only been able to help myself, but I have actually helped hundreds of other guys in their own dating life. Do you understand that? I'm in a community with a bunch of entrepreneurs, and I talk about these concepts with them. And these guys are seeing real results in their dating life. Okay, real results. Because they understand this concept. Because the more you show her that you're interested in her, the more she's like, oh, I'm going to leave this guy. You see that? Because she's looking for the best option. And the best option doesn't need her. So the way that you really attract a woman, and this is why men say be on your purpose, is because a woman wants to follow a man with purpose, but she wants to feel good in the process. She wants to feel like it's the right decision. So you have to stay on your purpose, you have your God-given purpose, and you have to be indifferent about how things go. Because your purpose is the most important thing. What happens is a lot of guys get comfortable in relationships and then their girls end up exiting. This is how it goes. So my advice in the video that I was talking about before, my advice was to get in the best shape, be on your grind so you can attract a woman. Let me tell you the real way it should be done. And nobody's going to tell you this. You need to do this shit for yourself. You understand that? This marketing agency that I run, this business that I have, I've done this for myself. This is for me. And not only for me, but it's for my clients, it's for my family, it's for my friends, it's for my future family. Do you understand this? I'm making this business so that way I can buy my daughter a nice car. that I can give my wife a beautiful life, right? That I can give my dad a beautiful life, and my mom and my sister. They not have to worry about anything ever again. And myself, I can do what I want to do. I already do what I want to do, but I can do more of what I want to do. My clients, so that they can pay off their house, that they can go on trips with their wives. That's why I do what I do. For me, not to attract women. And you need to understand that. You have to do what you're doing for yourself and for the people you care about. And then, in that process, you will be attracting women. But if you are going to go out and attract women, the number one thing you have to do is improve your confidence in your speaking skills. You have to be so fucking confident in who you are that nobody can tell you that you're not that person. And that comes from being congruent. It's when your thoughts, words, and actions align. And the only way you become congruent is by figuring out who you are, diving into your trauma and your experiences, which trauma is something your brain tries to forget that altered the course of your life. Why it happened, how to either make sure it doesn't happen again, or how to handle it better, or how to use that trauma to become something great. And that should be independent from women. If you boil it down, most of the time, guys are trying to start their own business, make a bunch of money to attract women. Let's just be fucking honest. All right, you can lie to yourself. You can do that. I mean, that's completely fine. But let's be honest. Why did you start in the first place? You wanted to attract high quality women. Well, this is not going to do that. You need to do this for you and your family and for everyone else. If you want to attract a woman, you have to be indifferent about what happens with her. Enjoy your time. Do whatever you feel like doing. And then she'll stick around if she wants to. But it shouldn't be about her. Your life's mission should not revolve around her. Your purpose always comes first. God has given you a purpose. God did not say, go find that woman and then make your purpose around her. He said, your purpose is for you. You have to find yourself. For anyone who's just now starting out in business, I need you to understand something. This is a long fucking road. I mean, honestly, anywhere where you're in business, this is a very, very long road. There is a lot of trials and tribulations you have to go through. Don't ever put anyone above your purpose, because God's given it to you for a reason. That's what makes you a man. Do you understand that? That's why you were a man. So get to work, bro. For you, not for anybody else. And when it comes to attracting women, understand the more attention you give her, the more love and affection you give her, the more she goes, why does this guy need me so bad? And then she goes to somebody else. It's the same thing as friends. Let's go back to that table with the millionaires. Imagine in that moment, you had said to one of the guys, hey man, can I borrow some cash? Or you had pulled that guy aside and asked him to borrow some cash. Or maybe say you got every single guy there a gift at the table. You make less money than them, but you pull up and you give everyone a gift and you're super sweet and nice. Everyone's like, why is this guy so, what is he trying to get out of this? You see that? What is he trying to gain? If I'm always texting some guy, good morning, it's good to see you, calling him all the time, what is this guy trying to get? I have millionaire friends. Every single one of these guys, we talk whenever we have an opportunity to talk. I'm not blowing up their fucking phone. I used to be that way when I was younger. When I had anyone who was making remotely more money than me and they were in the same industry, I was calling them all the fucking time trying to get advice from them, trying to be their best friend, trying to pepper them up so I could get what I wanted. No, absolutely not. You know how you get what you want? You have conversations when they need you and when you need them. And you don't need them that often. They look at that and they're like, this is a strong person. All of the friendships I've built this year have come from me not needing their validation. You shouldn't need other people's validation. If your girl sees you doing that, or a woman sees you trying to get her validation, she's like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? The worst part is, it's lust deep down inside. Men are so lustful that we can't control ourselves. around one girl who gives us a little bit of attention. When you get good at this, you're no longer lustful. I'm not lustful. I work on my business all the time. If a girl comes into my life, she comes into my life, whatever. We have a good experience with each other. If things don't go well, that's okay. If we break up and she's not happy with what happened and she's upset about it, it doesn't bother me. If we have, but we have good experiences together. We've enjoyed our time. We had our chapter. It's closed. That's how I treat it. And you should treat it the same way. Because you know what? Nothing is bigger than this. This marketing agency is going to explode. I'm going to take over my entire industry. The entire niche I'm in, I'm going to take over it. That is my purpose. And I will fight to the death for that. And if it requires me to leave the country for a long period of time, and I have a girlfriend, and she tells me, I don't want you to leave the country, I'm a bitch for staying. And that's what happens to a lot of guys, is that they're so wrapped up in trying to get laid or trying to get into a relationship that they put off their God-given purpose for a woman. And then they get comfortable because they're like, well, I've already attracted her. And that's the mistake I made in that video. I thought that just because you have a nice car and you have a business and things are working out for you, that all of a sudden you're going to attract a feminine woman and she's going to love you. That is not how that works. And I'm not saying that because I'm heartbroken or vengeful or anything. I'm saying this because I really, truly understand this concept very well. And I've witnessed it in my own life. I've played this game multiple times, especially recently, bro. And it's the same fucking story every single time. As soon as you give her attention, bro, too much attention, she fucks off. You are not safe. You are not safe from her ability to fuck off. No matter how much money you make, no matter how good in bed you are, nothing, no matter how good looking you are, nothing compares to how you make her feel. I'm not going to go into more detail on how you make her feel because, to be honest, this video is dragging and I feel like I've gone off topic a tiny bit. But I hope that helped. I made a mistake. I'm actually going to do this more often. If you watch this video to the end, let me know if you want me to do this more often. There's plenty of videos that I have from the past where I've grown up a bit and I've changed my thoughts and opinions on certain things. And I will totally go back, rewatch the videos, and make new videos out of it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and click the like button. I make videos all the time. I run a marketing agency. I like to talk about psychology, sales, marketing, CRM building, whatever the fuck I feel like talking about because it's my world and I can do whatever I want. Just kidding. It's your world too. Actually, no, it's my world, but it's also your world. You need to do that with your life too. You need to do whatever you want to do, bro, because it's your world. And you only live once. And I'm not telling you to go do a bunch of drugs, but I'm telling you, work on something that's meaningful for you and be happy with who you are. Because that's what you need to do. And that's what I'm doing. And so that's why I talk about whatever I feel like talking about on this page. And today it happened to be female attraction. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, click the like button. Have a beautiful day. Mwah.